This episode of Chaos has been brought to you by Easy Flow Travels.
I'm Shatrina Smalls, the head coach and owner of the Greensboro Kaos, a semi-pro women's basketball team here in the city of Greensboro. So today marks the first day of our fifth season of us playing here in the city of Greensboro. So this is an exciting year for us. People who are teachers, preachers' wives, who are just still passionate about playing basketball. And the Greensboro Kaos wanted to offer the opportunity for them to continue to grow, continue to feed their passion way beyond the boardroom, way beyond the classroom, and just come on the court and have fun.
I'm Dorian Scott. I'm 33 years old and I play a power forward, sometimes a center when our big girls get in trouble. This group of ladies, they have been my family for probably over 7 years now. I drive all the way from Gastonia, North Carolina. They've become way more than teammates to me over these years. They've become like aunts to my children. They've become like sisters to me. We've just become a close-knit family, and I make that drive and that sacrifice without remorse, just because I get to show up and play with them every time I'm on the floor.
Where are you from? Bronx, New York. Transplanted in Manchester Township, New Jersey. Yeah, Manchester Township has made me in a lot of ways, right? Manchester New Township grew me as an athlete, as a person, as a friend. But in a lot of ways, being one of the onlys is a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure to be great. There's a lot of pressure to prove that you're different. There's a lot of pressure to prove that you are worthy of where you're at. So although it has given me a lot, and I'm grateful for my parents being able to take us from the Bronx to move us down to Manchester. Manchester always wasn't the best place either.
Dervin Smalls, Shatrina's father.
Hi, I'm Lillian Smalls and Shatrina's mother. We have 5 daughters. She is our middle child.
The third.
The third. Trina was always a go-getter. She was very strong-minded as a child, and I want to say she was focused because whatever she set her mind to do, she was going to try to achieve it.
Yeah.
Trina always wanted to get into something. Okay, she always wanted to get involved in things not normal. Like we were saying, Trina was one that you put in certain things, she will climb or jump up on tables and dance and stuff like that there as a child. Now, when you're getting older, when you ask me that question, I'll tell you some more.
My name is Shaniqua Hunter, and I am the general manager of the Greensboro Kaos and also Shatrina's oldest sister. Trina and I have always talked about her owning a team. I've watched Trina coach so many other teams, and she came across this league and she was just like, I wonder what it would be like to own a team. So we talked about it for a little while. Probably a week later, I called her up. It was right before Christmas. And I said, Trina, if you had a team, what would you name the team? And she was like, okay, Greensboro Kaos. As I'm asking her all these questions, I'm actually setting up the business. So I literally created the business while she was shopping in the mall. And I was like, okay, now give me your credit card so I can pay for the business to be established. And that's how the Greensboro Kaos came about.
My name is Shay Hayes. Everybody calls me Coach. I am originally from Maryland, just outside of DC, a little area called Waldorf. I went to East Carolina University, played basketball on a full-ride scholarship. I taught for a long time, coached college a little bit, and I'm currently a high school teacher and basketball coach of many different levels, AAU, high school, and a semi-pro team called the Greensboro Kaos. I started playing basketball just in the backyard with the boys. I was the only girl in the neighborhood, so I just did whatever the boys did. And one of the things was basketball. We played football, we did all the things, but basketball, there was a court at one of the kids' houses. We had a basketball court at the school, so we'd stay after school and play ball. I didn't play organized basketball until I got to high school. No, not high school, middle school. And where I'm from, our middle school team was just, we practiced for maybe 2 weeks and we go play a one-day tournament, and that was it. And then I got to high school. I made the varsity team as a freshman, played 1 year at a high school, and then we moved, so I had to transfer. I remember when I found out that we were moving and I was going to transfer schools, I was absolutely distraught because, you know, you make your friends, all the people that I grew up with, and sports was important to me. That was my family, my second family, and I remember thinking, I'm not playing any sport when I go to this new school. I'm just gonna do my thing, just be in my little shell. And I was working my part-time job at Rose's. And the volleyball coach and the basketball coach from the school that I was transferring to came to see me. Someone to talk about sports and, you know, make sure I was gonna play and I was locked in, and, you know, the summertime workouts and things like that. But I was not having it because I was so upset about the transfer and moving schools. And I was like, I'm not playing. I mean, I was the worst person. Like, looking back on it, absolutely they should have kept walking and not even looked at me a second chance or a second time. I mean, I was cold, didn't even look at them. I was like ringing up stuff, boom, okay, that's $10, thank you so much. And they just continued to talk to me. But I will say, like, those two women, you know, you hear the stories, but yeah, they saved my life. Like, that is the reason why I went to college. That's the reason why I'm here. That's the reason why I still continue to love basketball.
My players now, I think that their motivation is showing them like how motivated I am. I think as a leader, people follow you because they believe in you, right? So if I come in, I'm just like, I don't want to be here, or you know. I think their motivation too is knowing that they have a leader, if that's what you would want to call me, who believes in them and who believes in where this organization can go.
Watching the growth of the players, I think that is the most rewarding part of all of this. The players come out and they support one another. And this year, and I'm going to say this, and I don't know when we're going to air, but this year we're going to win the championship because we have dedicated women who want to win, because they believe in Trina's vision. And I think that that's the most important part. There are people that have been with us from the inception, because they believe in the chaos. They believe in the value of the chaos and what we stand for.
Welcome to the Greensboro Kaos first home game against the Kentucky On Point Swish. If you're not in the building, make sure you're here next time for the chaos. Let's cause chaos together. We splitting, y'all. We splitting.
So now we're going into our third game versus Kentucky, the Swish, and I just kind of knew that the team was unfocused due to some conversations that were being had in our group chat the day before. There's no way you could focus on what needs to be done when we're focused on things that ultimately are subjective or don't really matter to what we have to do to go into game day. For me, being the owner and the head coach, home games are always a bit stressful for me, just to make sure that we're taking care of what we need to do on the business side and making sure that I'm prepared to coach the team. Yeah, so the preparation going into Kentucky wasn't what I felt like it needed to be. And so, yeah.
Damn, y'all.
Our preparation is not where it needs to be. We don't practice like we should be practicing. Practicing like we want to win games like we should be practicing. Running through our plays hard, defending each other hard. Being disciplined in what we're doing. We come out here on the game day and we run and just playing freelance basketball. Like we out here just playing rec league. Like when y'all go to the gym, y'all just running and playing ball. Subbing in, just playing, do whatever you want to do out there. That's not how professionally you win basketball games. That's what you do when I want to run the yard. I'm going to get my best five. We just going to go out there and run around in circles and do whatever and get a bucket. We have a lot of work to do. I think we are individually, we put a new team together. We have a lot of new moving parts together this season. So I think right now we're trying to focus on how to get all those moving parts to work together as one unit, one very efficient unit. Right now we are efficient at times during the game, but not for 40 minutes like we need to be.
Third quarter, we can't come out the locker room and.
We are still trying to find that core group to play, and then be able to play around that core group, and not miss anything or not have any letdowns or drop-offs. And like I said, each game we're figuring that out. Tonight we found a group that worked really well together for a minute, and then we did some substitutes and we fell off. So we're just gonna keep working, keep punching at it.
Since 2006, Easy Flow Travels has crafted extraordinary journeys for discerning travelers. Unlike the internet or ordinary agencies, we design truly customized experiences based on your passions and interests with authentic experiences you won't find anywhere else. Our small, dedicated team has personally explored the destinations we recommend, ensuring every detail creates memories that last a lifetime. Quality over quantity. It's not just our calling card, it's our promise. Easy Flow Travels, your journey expertly crafted.